It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the only podcast for compassionate haters of the television program Survivor. We're hating it especially this week because it's not even on and there's not even an old season to watch. My name is Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going this week? Marquesas Monday.
It is another Marquesas Monday. I don't know that I wish it was Sunday, but that's fine.
Huh.
So yeah, we're getting close, but we're not quite there.
47's right around the corner. But before 47 comes the rumor of Survivor 50, Legends only. And we did this one already, obviously, but nobody got to hear it because, except for me and Thomas, so it was just a fun little activity for the two of us. Anyway.
Sorry, before we get to Legends only, I do, just so we don't completely blow past Survivor 47, I just want to say, Lordy 7, look who's 47.
You know what? I'm so glad you interrupted me to say that because you will have no other opportunity to say that over the next 3 to 4 months.
I had to get it in. I knew. Now we can move on. It's been addressed.
Lordy, look who's Legends only. The first time we did this, the computer, it went away. It stopped working. Elon Musk was mad at me, probably. So we lost most of the audio, but I'll have you know Philip Shepard won. Do you remember that happening?
I do remember Philip Shepard winning because it was very funny to me because I put him in the game.
So it's still going to be the same cast, but we're doing it, and we're not going to lose the audio this time. Thomas, do you remember the 10 people on your tribe?
I remember that I picked a lot of annoying people. So I think Debbie was on there.
Of course.
Philip was on there.
Yes.
This is a character's welcome tribe from what I remember.
Yes.
I think I did not put Fair Play on there.
No Fair Play. Some other villains from the early days, though. And the later days as well. Interesting. I guess these days they would be considered villains of the middle era. Anyway, do you want me to run through everybody?
Yeah, remind me who else is there.
Coming in hot, number 1, Colton Gumby.
Oh, yeah, I think I did that one specifically because I knew you would hate it.
Oh, great. The legend himself, the whole reason Survivor 50 is even existing, do you remember? He created the word several.
Oh, Jelinski. We got Jelinski back in there.
Debbie, obviously. The sixth person, she said, Survivor, actually, I'd prefer to vape.
Oh, yeah, I don't even remember what her name is because she was on the show for such a short time.
Her name was Hannah Rose. So I don't know why. That just feels like it fits so well for that character. Was the Rose family the ones from Schitt's Creek?
I got to be honest with you. I think I watched the pilot episode of that maybe, and that's it. So I have very little. I know what everyone, I know all the people that are in it, but I've never really watched the show.
You have to watch it. It's so good. It's a funny show. I'm not going to force you to watch anything. I'm already forcing you to watch Survivor for an entire decade. Oh my God!
Now you're forcing me to sim this season. Who else is on there?
This man, he ate too much meat, you might recall, and had a legendary shitstorm situation.
Talk about Schitt's Creek.
I'm sure that's where he would have liked to go. Then, of course, previous winner, Legends Only, Philip Shepard. I do appreciate that the first Legends Only is gone to Legend. It's only oral Legend anymore. His best friend, Rob Mariano from Survivor Redemption Island and several other seasons. You know him?
I don't remember why I put Boston Rob on there.
Because he's a legendary player.
Yeah, I guess so.
This guy is kind of the original Angelina in that he's great at negotiating. I mean, that's a pretty perfect hint. He also.
Oh, it was what's his name? The guy from Second Chance that that was dead in the water the second that he got to the final three?
No, he was on the second chance ballot, but did not make it.
Okay.
He he was wearing clothes in his famous transaction until the transaction was over.
Yes.
The legendary cigarette smoker himself, Shane Powers.
Yes, very happy to have Shane Powers on here. We love him. We love his son, Boston Powers. Do I Make You Borny, Baby? We're playing all the hits here.
Oh my God. I just saw a website called survivorreddit.com, and somebody posted a picture of Amber and Boston Rob's eldest child, who is now old enough to drive. Can you even believe it? These people who met 20 years ago now have a child old enough to drive.
They weren't just in stasis the entire time.
So everybody was talking about Survivor babies. We got to get Boston Powers on Survivor babies. Boston Powers.
I agree.
All Amber's
We got to get
girls.
Boston Powers on there.
Maybe Vince Sly has a son, the coconut vendor from Worlds Apart.
Yep, I picked him because it's still a job I think about often whenever people's jobs are mentioned.
He does seek truth, which is a legendary trait. And, of course, we have one of the two people who never actually got to play Survivor in Wanda Shirk from Survivor Palau. Voted her out before they even got to Tribal Council. How silly is that?
Rude.
Okay, so pretty good tribe. Obviously, Philip Shepard is your favorite, I'm taking it. As he won the last one.
He has already won before.
Yeah.
So, and since that didn't technically count, I don't think that any of these people know to put a target on his back.
Yeah, it's like in any season of The Flash where they have to like redo the timeline, and so everybody forgets about everything that happened. Oh, great news, listener. My wife and I have finally finished the 9th season of The Flash, which is the last one, so I will stop talking about it now. Speaking of legends like The Flash, here's my tribe. You ready?
I'm ready to go. Let's get these legends.
Beowulf, Bigfoot, Candyman, Frozen Walt Disney, Joan of Arc, King Arthur, Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, Sewer Alligator, and Yeti.
Question, what do these things all have in common?
Jay-Z is friends with them. Oh my God. Okay, so we are playing through this one. It's going to be fans versus favorites. Thomas, do you want to thank the fans and favorites?
I would like to thank both the favorites and the listeners. Thank you so much for competing.
Of these 20 humanoids, who do you think is most likely to listen to this podcast?
Probably. Which version of did we say Yeti or did we say Sasquatch?
We said Yeti.
I think the Yeti definitely listens to our podcast.
I hope so. So we're doing Micronesia, which remember is where Johnny Fairplay got his face smashed into the boat on the first challenge, and then he had to leave the game because it hurt so much. Not to laugh at his pain, but the show, man, they really fucked up this season with how many people went home from injury that the production staff themselves created. Anyway, there's two idols on the island. Yeti wins from my tribe. Shane wins the idol from your tribe. So they're both immune at their first tribal council. Pretty exciting stuff. How do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good, I think. My man Shane, we're excited to see where this goes.
Well, it's a good thing Shane got it because my tribe won immunity. Pretty exciting stuff. Oh, the coconut vendor is coconut vending. He's impressing the rest of the team. Shane and Old Joe are bonding, but Old Joe and Vince have a minor disagreement. Doesn't say how long it lasts. Shane is targeting Boston Rob for being a challenge liability. Same reason that Jelinski is targeting Philip, and Rob is targeting Wanda. And Debbie is targeting Jelinski. So it's either going to be Rob or Wanda out first. Now, here's something else I remember from the first time we did this one, Thomas. Do you remember who was voted out first the first time we did Legends Only?
Was it Jelinski?
It was Wanda.
It was Wanda, yes, of course.
Candyman's already been injured, but he's staying in the game. It's Wanda, 6-4.
Man,
Wanda gets voted out. Wanda was voted out first in the first time,
this is such
too.
a tough break. Is it like hardwired in if you pick her? Like they programmed it so that she automatically gets eliminated?
It must be. I did, for like, don't tell my job, I did spend the last hour of today giving everybody the statistics. And Wanda's a really hard one to stat because we don't have a lot to go on. And the fact that her social skills were such that she got voted out without an official vote out before the game even officially started tells me she might not be very good at this game. So I'm not surprised that she keeps getting voted out first. Boston Rob, Colton, Debbie, Jelinski, Old Joe, and Philip all voted for her. Hannah, Shane, and Vince are on the other side who voted for Boston Rob. That's a weird group, folks.
I would have
Hannah,
preferred
Shane,
that
and
Boston
Vince.
Rob go out first, but that's just me.
Yeah. Okay, next episode, we've got no advantages currently hidden. Yeti still has his immunity idol. My tribe has once again won immunity, and we're sending the coconut vendor to Exile Island, as well as Frozen Walt Disney. We gotta warm this guy up. How is he gonna be helpful in the challenge if he's frozen solid the whole time?
Yeah, you got to move in these things.
You got to move it. That's what he said. Colton and Old Joe are bonding. Hannah and Boston Rob have a major fight, lasting impact. As do Debbie and Vince with their strong bond. So now, there's an alliance on your team, Thomas, called Colton, Debbie, Hannah, and Vince. How do you feel about that group of 4?
I don't like it.
Okay. It's a lot of people being targeted again. It's been narrowed down to Old Joe and middle-aged Rob. My tribe, let's see. Oh, Beowulf still impressing the what are they called? Tribe. Okay. Thomas, what did you say about last tribal council?
What did I say about it?
That you had wished Boston Rob would go?
Yes, I did say that.
Looks like
And
you
I
got a
stand
genie
by
in your
it.
pocket. Because Mr. Boston Rob has been voted out unanimously.
Hooray! He's on a pretty
Boston
hostile
Rob.
tribe, I would say.
Yeah. It was very funny seeing how bad everybody's social skills were on your tribe for the most part. I mean, there's a few, but they did just vote out one of them. And how fucking strong my tribe was. The challenge stats, it's 1 through 5. 5 is beast. So anybody who's a beast, I gave beast. Bigfoot, Loch Ness, monster, Mothman, sewer alligator, Yeti. They're all beasts.
That seems kind of unfair, but
Should have thought about
I
that
also-
before you got your tribe good together.
well, and I also made my tribe entirely out of like dysfunctional people. So
Just the 10 of the most unlikable people who have ever been on the show versus 10 real life legends. My tribe has one reward. Oops. Sorry. They send Philip and Candyman to the Exile Island. And we get to choose 3 tribe items from a catalog. That's pretty nice. Nobody finds the idol, and my tribe wins immunity again. Thomas, why did you pick all of these dysfunctional people?
because I thought it would be funny, and I think it is.
Oh, okay. Do you think Shane having a meltdown is funny?
Yeah, that's good television.
Do you think Hannah and Old Joe having a major fight is funny?
I think that's extremely funny. What could they possibly be fighting about?
Old Joe is telling her she should stop vaping, and she's like, I'll do what I want, old man.
Yeah, she's like, vapors
You should stop
rights.
eating so much meat. Hannah's targeting Old Joe. Old Joe is targeting Debbie. Vince is targeting Shane. Debbie is targeting Philip. Jelinski is targeting Colton. Shane is targeting Hannah. Okay, so Joe and Philip are the targets. Everybody's targeting everybody. Okay, Bigfoot and Candyman have a major fight. Joan and Nessie have a minor disagreement. Neither last very long. Joe, Philip, Joe, Philip, Joe. Old Joe's out.
And man,
my
he
God.
actually got voted out for the first time ever.
Thomas, it kind of feels like your tribe has a women's alliance happening.
I
Because
love
that's
I love
two men
recreating
in
the
a
Black
row.
Widow alliance with these losers. Like that sounds
With
great.
Debbie and Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems reliable. Okay, there's an alliance. There's two alliances on my tribe. Beowulf, Candyman, Frozen Walt Disney, Loch Ness Monster, Sewer Alligator, and Yeti. And then the next one is the same alliance, but without Walt Disney.
Oh no, he's been frozen out.
My tribe has one reward, but good news, Colton is going to Exile Island along with Mothman. Pretty good group. Who do you hope wins the Hunting the Immunity Idol challenge that they both compete in on Exile Island?
You know,
Can we
I'm just
just
rooting
applaud that
for
sentence structure?
just rooting for a good clean fight, you know?
Oh, maybe you shouldn't put your money on Colton then, because
Oh no.
he is none of those things. But he did find an immunity idol. So that's exciting. Oh, that's so funny, actually. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, obviously, because we haven't done that season for Survivor, the podcast, yet, and that's what this is called. My tribe has one immunity. It's called Crosswalk. They have to do the crosswalk, like the Beatles did, remember?
Of course. Who could forget? Paul died. He got hit by a car.
Okay. Colton has the hidden immunity idol. Great. Philip and Vince have a small fight. And guess how that impact is?
Does it have a lasting impact or like a major impact?
Indeed, it has a lasting impact. And then, you know what? There's just so much drama happening on your beach. Colton has a major meltdown.
No. Why?
Hannah leaves her alliance with Colton, Debbie, and Vince. Shane is targeting her. Philip is targeting Colton. Vince is targeting Philip. Hannah is targeting Vince. So it's Philip and Hannah who are the final two targets. Yeti's impressing the team. Joan and Arthur are bonding because they both use swords. No. Bigfoot and Joan find something in common. Wow, my tribe is so much stronger than yours. Joan is injured. Okay, so they vote. Your tribe votes, and it's Hannah, Philip. Philip is voted out 4-3. That was your winner pick.
No, but he won. I remember it. I remember it happening.
Apparently it didn't, though. Okay, Colton, Debbie, Hannah, and Vince all voted for Philip. That's a weirdly strong alliance. Looks like Shane went over to the other side, though. Okay, we are twisting, we are shouting, and we are randomly selecting new tribes. Do you want to hear the new tribes?
I would love to hear the new tribes.
We each have a tribe of 8 now. Your new tribe is Colton, Debbie, Joan of Arc, King Arthur, Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, Vince, Sly the Coconut Vendor, and the Yeti. Whereas my tribe is Beowulf, Bigfoot, Candyman, Jelinski, Walt Disney, Hannah, Sewer Alligator, and Shane Powers. I feel like Sewer Alligator hasn't done anything this game.
Yeah, he's been weirdly quiet. I think he's used to solitude is the problem.
Yeah, that's what I was considering when I was putting their stats together. It's like, I feel like he's not going to be great socially because he just stays underground all the time. My tribe has one reward, and you can't even say it's because I cheated because the computer came up with this one. Steak, sausage, vegetables, spices, and wine. Game called Cat and Mouse. Cute. Okay, Thomas, congratulations. Your tribe has won a stone's throw, which was the immunity challenge. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm so proud of them. What was Stone's Throw? What do they do?
They had to pick up a stone and throw it as far as they could, and whoever threw it farthest won immunity for their tribe.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good challenge. It's simple. Okay, Colton still has this idol. Yeti has his idol. Yeti leaves the alliance that he had with Bigfoot, Joan, and King Arthur. Thomas, I know when you drink a coconut milk, it's because you're seeking truth. And this is the truth, I have to tell you. The coconut vendor has collapsed from exhaustion.
What?
Do you think he's been medically evacuated?
He died.
He died. Vince died. And everybody is sad, but it's okay because Hannah is impressing the rest of the team. Bigfoot and Shane bond slightly. Of course they do. Tribal Council's been canceled. So even when you win, you still lose a person. What's that about, Thomas? Explain your team. Explain your coaching strategies.
I just...
It's not a good answer.
this is what happens when people stop being polite and start getting real. Mm-hmm. I think we can all agree.
Exactly. Okay. Your tribe has once again won immunity. Wow. They send Jelinski to Exile Island and Nessie. Good group. Idol's not currently hidden because Colton has it, of course. Yeti has a major meltdown, and Debbie is impressing the rest of the team. The Gator is impressing the rest of the team. Great.
The Gator seems to be having a similar trajectory to, like, James.
From China and Micronesia and Heroes vs. Villains?
From China more specifically, because he was a little less social in that one.
And he was kind of the alligator of all of his seasons, wasn't he?
I think that is a fair assessment.
It's a lot of similarities, actually. Jelinski, completely worn out, but he is not giving up. He rests at camp for several hours.
Whoa!
Oh, God, Thomas, next week we're going to talk about Survivor 40 several.
This is so sick. We got to keep this going forever.
I hope we do, and I hope Jeff does too. Candyman is targeting Bigfoot. Shane is targeting Jelinski. Bigfoot is targeting Candyman. Walt is targeting Hannah. Everybody's a challenge liability. Bigfoot and Jelinski are the final two castaways nominated. I guess they're not nominated in this show. You know what I mean, though. Okay, who do you think gets voted out? Bigfoot or Jelinski?
I'm going to say that it's the end of the line for Jelinski.
You call him Big Feet because it's in the past tense now. Bigfooted?
No.
Bigfoot was voted out, yeah.
Bigfoot, also our listener.
Yeah. That's why we can't find our listeners, because they're fucking Bigfoot and the Yeti and David Jelinski. I was going to say, do you think any survivors have ever listened to our podcast? Yes, 2 of them have, and they've both gone on to win. So,
and also, I think many cryptids have listened to our podcast, and we welcome them.
Yep. Ooh, Survivor cryptids only, and we could use 2 of these tribes that I've got. Okay, the same guys still have their idols, the alliances still exist, everybody's happy in the game of Survivor. Build it up, break it down is this week's reward challenge. My tribe wins. We win a visit by 2 native Micronesians, Edwin and Joe, who would demonstrate how to improve the campsite and catch crabs and fish. Remember this one? This was a good reward.
I do remember this. This is a good reward.
They must send 1 player to exile. They choose Nessie and Jelinski. 1 person from each tribe, obviously. They will return before the immunity challenge. Still nothing hidden there. Great stuff. When is somebody going to make a fake idol? If there's one thing I remember from Survivor Micronesia, other than the evil women that populated the end game, it's that Ozzy made the most hilarious fake idol of all time. Beowulf, come on. You're a creative guy. Frozen Walt Disney, well, I guess you can't use your hands. Shane made that Blackberry, though. He could do it.
Yeah.
He just needs to go to Exile Island. My tribe has 1 immunity. United we stand. Divided we fall. Watching the debate tomorrow? You watching the debate tomorrow? Are you watching the debate tomorrow?
I'll probably watch, like, snippets of it and hate myself.
It's the American way. Debbie and Nessie bond slightly, probably because their names near rhyme. Colton and Arthur bond slightly because they're both men. It has a lasting impact. Colton is completely worn out. We're not giving up. First time for everything. Mothman is targeting Nessie. Yeti is targeting Mothman. Nessie is targeting Joan. So it's either Mothman or Loch Ness Monster who's getting voted out here. From my tribe. Oh, from your tribe, I should say. Okay, so I'm getting tired. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, we're like President Biden. We're not as sharp, as the sun goes down.
Yeah. So Nessie got voted out. I'm pretty sad about that.
It's a bummer, but I mean, you can't just spend the entire time on the island with your head just slightly poking out of the water and people can't see you. Like, that's not.
Here's the thing. Everybody else's picture has them on some fucking land, right? Except for the Loch Ness Monster, whose head was always in the water. You can't gain allies if you don't come out on the beach ever. If you only just stay out in the water all the time.
Or let people see you either.
Yeah, that's a big one. Like, didn't we have another tribe member? Okay, so my tribe wins immunity. They send Colton and Hannah to Exile Island. Two of the best around. Colton has the hidden immunity idol. Bonds with Debbie. What a surprise. As well as Yeti. Wow. I'm starting to get worried that Colton might win this one.
Okay, that honestly, like, Philip winning is the ultimate goal again, and that obviously failed, but I think my next rooting interest is for Colton to win, so.
Okay, the final targets are... Ooh, there's 3 of them this time. King Arthur, Colton, or Yeti. Oh, God. Please take out Colton. Okay, Frozen Walt Disney and the sewer alligator do have a major fight, and it does have a lasting impact, so much so that Walt Disney leaves the alliance he was in with Candyman and Beowulf and sewer alligator.
Can you imagine what kind of racist stuff Frozen Walt Disney was saying in this argument?
I can't. I don't want to. He would have introduced us to slurs for alligators that I didn't even know existed. Okay, so they vote. Colton does not play his idol. King Arthur gets 2 votes. Colton gets 2 votes. Yeti gets a vote. Colton gets a 3rd vote. Colton gets a 4th vote.
Colton you gotta use your damn idol, you idiot. I was rooting for the funniest possible outcome with him, which is to make final 2 and then to quit.
I would love to see that. I wonder what Brant Steele would do. Okay. We still have not merged. Do you remember the merge taking this long in the original season?
I really don't, but I guess it did.
We're on episode 9 now. This is called Money Roll. 4 members of each tribe will be blindfolded. Okay. Beowulf, Candyman, Jelinski, Disney, Hannah, Sewer Alligator, Shane Powers win. Oh, that's my tribe. Oh, it's just reward. Spa and food, though. That's nice. Yeti and Candyman go to the Exile Island. Great stuff. Neither of them find an idol. Water drag. That's funny. This is the immunity challenge. Water drag, right? But water spelled WHAT-ER. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's sure. That's good stuff.
Cool. My tribe wins this one. Pretty exciting. And the final targets on your alliance. No, sorry. What is it? Your tribe. Are Yeti and Debbie. Also kind of rhyme. Rhyme crimes. Fuck. Beowulf has a major meltdown.
No! Beowulf,
You're supposed to be the strong one, Beowulf. Beowulf's older than anybody else, even old Joe. Isn't that funny? Debbie gets voted out unanimously.
Well, the difference between them is that he knows when to and when to not eat too much beef.
Yeah, honestly, that's really all it takes. Okay, next to the immunity challenge is called the Gauntlet. Whoa, they do an entire season of the challenge for this immunity challenge?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The season took a lot longer than I remember it taking.
If the tribe loses, they will return for tribal council, but be immune from the vote. What? Each tribe must send one player to the opposite to Exile Island, and they will sit out of the challenge. Okay, cool. Candyman from your tribe, for my tribe, and Yeti from your tribe are both going. My tribe wins immunity, which means, I don't know, somebody's immune. Guess who found the hidden immunity idol?
Who's that? Who found it?
It's Candyman. And Yeti has safety at the next tribal council as well, since he didn't compete in the challenge. Okay, Arthur and Mothman have a major fight. It has a lasting impact. How? Yeti is targeting Joan. Final targets are King Arthur, Joan of Arc, and Mothman. A lot of legends. A lot of legends getting voted out over here. Jelinsky and Walt Disney are bonding. And it has a lasting impact.
Walt's already moving on.
I'm just curious what Jelinsky's all about. You know, that he's like, who are you aligning with here?
He's like, I love Fantasia. It's so good. Walt was like, thank you.
Arthur gets a vote. Joan gets a vote. Mothman gets 2 votes. Pretty shitty stuff. I hate to see Mothman go. But it is what it is. Okay, we're finally to the merge. The people are Beowulf, Candyman, David Jelinsky, Frozen Walt Disney, Hannah Rose, Joan of Arc, King Arthur, Sewer Alligator, Shane Powers, Yeti. How many people do you have left? 3?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, looks like it. Better hope they get together. Say, oh, us real folks, we got to stick together. It doesn't look like they have yet. The Gator wins immunity. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm waiting for the Sewer Alligator to show up. Hannah and the Gator find something in common. Walt and Arthur have a fight. Yeti and Walt bond. Ooh, a new alliance forms between Beowulf, Joan of Arc, King Arthur, and Shane Powers. See, Shane's a fucking gamer. He knows who the power players are. The Shane Power players. That's what they should call that alliance.
He knows how to get what he wants, whether it's big moves or whether it's cigarettes. Or whether it's manifesting a bag of cocaine washing up on the shore. There's so many ways.
Talk about Shane's powers. The final targets are Shane, Hannah, and Yeti. Damn. I don't want to see any of them go. I won't be sad if Hannah left, honestly. Okay, Hannah, Shane, Yeti, Hannah, Shane, Hannah, Shane, Shane. Shane. 6-3 to 1. Why Shane? Personal preference amongst the targets from Yeti. Okay, yeah, duh.
Yeah, you morons.
That's the fucking whole game. This one's called Bye Bye. Baibai. Pretty good stuff. It is a reward challenge. Beowulf, Jelinsky, Joan of Arc, and Sewer Alligator are one group. The other group is Candyman, Walt Disney, Hannah, and Yeti. Arthur does not participate and goes to Exile Island. The second group wins. They get to go to a village. That's nice.
Yeah, this is apparently not a especially memorable reward, but that's okay.
Yeah. When it rains, it pours. Do you remember this one?
Remind me. Is this one where they have like colored water drop on them?
This is the one where previous Simulated Survivor winner, I believe, comes back and pours a bunch of salt on them, and whoever can collect the most salt wins.
Okay, yeah, I kind of remember this.
Yeah. The Salt Girl, Morton's Salt Girl, did she win her season?
I don't know if the Morton Salt Girl did win, but
food fight.
I was a big fan of her on some of the band Jawbreakers merchandise. So.
Oh, that's fun. We used to have a salt warehouse here from Morton's here in Chicago, Illinois, and it's ultimately shut down. It's been reopened as a music venue, though. And Morton's Salt Girl did, in fact, win Survivor Food Fight.
That's pretty cool. Did you said a salt warehouse?
Yeah.
That was actually the working title for Fight Club.
Candyman wins immunity. He collected the most salt. Congratulations to Candyman. Jelinsky and Walt are still bonding. Joan is targeting Yeti. Apparently Joan despises Yeti to an extreme measure. And it is mutual. Hannah does not like Walt. Walt! Arthur is least connected to the Gator overall. Okay. So everybody's voting for everybody. It's going to be between Yeti, Arthur, or Walt. Who are you voting for, Thomas?
It's a great question. I think I'd probably vote for Walt.
Well, guess what? Candyman has got the immunity idol. He also has the hidden immunity idol, which he plays on his good friend, the sewer alligator. First vote goes to Yeti. Second to Yeti, Joan, Walt, Yeti, Hannah, Walt. Okay, so it's Walt.
So he just wasted that idol, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it was probably for show. He was probably like, guess what, guys? You actually don't know what's happening. Only I know what's happening. You know, people get excited when that happens. Okay, Thomas, your only people left are David Jelinsky and Hannah Rose.
Yeah, my two favorite people from there.
Were they on the same season? Do you remember?
I
kind of remember them talking in the first episode.
don't know if they were. I think that they may have been one season apart.
It's time for the auction. Players will be getting $500 US for the auction. Arthur wins covered item, a hot dog with fries. Joan wins a covered item, nachos. Beowulf wins a covered item, fruit bat soup. Beowulf wins a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Joan wins power to send somebody to exile and take their money. She sends Yeti. What a surprise. They hate each other. Beowulf wins a chocolate cake that he shares with Joan, Arthur, and the sewer alligator. Can alligators even eat chocolate?
Yeah, that's bad for them. They die if they eat it.
Yeah. They're like sewer dogs.
Yes, this is a 1-to-1 comparison, I think.
Okay. This one's called Pool Party. You would think sewer alligator would be great at this. Kind of their habitat, right? But it's in fact Beowulf who wins.
He ran around and he was naked, and he ran around and had stuff cover him. That's literally the only thing I know about that movie is that there's a scene where he is running around naked, and they keep shifting stuff in the scene to cover up his genitals.
I love when movies do that. Remember how Joan and Yeti have been feuding this whole time?
Yes, I mean it's one of the great feuds, I think. Maybe
Extreme
of all time.
disdain, I think it said. Well, they have found something in common. And thusly, Yeti has had a major meltdown. Just can't handle being on good terms with Joan of Arc, apparently.
It's just he's not built for it. What do you do? What do you do when you have no ops?
Hannah and Arthur find something in common. It doesn't tell us what. Oh, maybe they're both blonde-haired white people? Is that something? Maybe? Joan is intrigued, but gets treated and can stay in the game. That says injured, but it's more funny if I say intrigued. Okay, Candyman doesn't like Yeti. Yeti does not like Joan. Arthur has a negative opinion of Candyman. Beowulf has a negative opinion of Hannah. Okay, so nobody likes anybody, it seems. Continues this theme. Yeti, Candyman, and Joan of Arc are the three targets. Looking pretty good for your peeps, then.
You know, mine are both for the long haul, I think, so.
Clearly. The 12th person voted out is the Yeti. 5-3 over Candyman.
R.I.P. Yeti.
Yeah. You hate to see it. Okay, we're down to the final 7. Everybody still has friends. Beowulf wins immunity. It doesn't tell us what the challenge is. What's the challenge you've never seen on Survivor but would like to?
You know, I think it's their job to wow me with the challenges. I shouldn't be doing their work for them, but I guess maybe if they did a home run derby.
Ooh, that would be fun. Who can hit the ball the farthest? That's what Beowulf did. Beowulf can send one player to exile. He chooses Jelinsky. And Jelinsky finds the idol. Are you so happy?
Yeah, he's legend. I think we can all
He
agree.
is legend. Jelinski and the Gator have a minor disagreement. Guess what? That impact, it's lasting.
They were disagreeing over whether he was legend or not.
Arthur and the Gator don't like each other. Beowulf has a slightly negative opinion about Hannah. Okay, so does everybody. Oh, I love to vape. Get out of here, Hannah. Oh, and she did. Okay, so Joan of Arc, Sewer Alligator, and King Arthur are the final targets. Once again, none of your people are being targeted. Must be nice. And it is King Arthur who is voted out. 6-2. Wait, 5-2?
No more round table for you.
Yeah, this is Survivor Triple H.
They played no more Kings. As he left from the Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah. Okay, the Merge Tribe final 6 is Beowulf, Candyman, David Jelinski, Hannah Rose, Joan of Arc, and the Sewer Alligator. Wow, only one animal left. One creature, I should say. This is a humans game, right?
Yeah, it's humans and gators, basically.
Beowulf wins the reward called Body Slam. Is anyone surprised? Honestly, a little bit. I would think an alligator could body slam. Maybe sewer alligators are small, though.
Kind of stubby arms.
Yeah, and they're the smaller of the two big lizards, right? And didn't Beowulf take down like a basilisk or something?
Maybe, I don't know. Like, I already told you I only know one thing about it, and that's that his dick was out, but not really.
Right, but also it's a poem before it was a movie.
Yeah, there's who is it that he's going after? There's like a lady or something. I don't know.
I don't know. This is telling me about somebody named Grendel now.
He's going after Grendel. Yeah, that's what it is.
Beowulf kills Grendel with his bare hands, then kills Grendel's mother with a giant sword that he found in her lair. This story is fucked up. Are you kidding me? Next week, we're not doing Survivor 47 preview. We're going to read Beowulf in its original language.
Like German or whatever the fuck it is.
I think it's even older than German, technically. Alliterative lines. Nobody ever tells me that. I know I said this last time we looked it up, but I forgot.
I think it's fucked up what Beowulf did. And you know what?
I'm
not trying to hear people that are making excuses. You can miss me with that.
When did they come up with the term war criminal? And would Beowulf have fallen into that category?
Is there something worse than a war criminal?
Maybe a vapor. Like somebody who vapes and then goes on Survivor and acts like it's normal.
And acts like they're allowed to do that, and then they quit, which is even worse.
I'll tell you what's worse is fucking putting a plastic bag over somebody's head after they just fucking won a championship game match. You see this shit? You see this shit on the wrestling?
They gotta shut this down. This is dangerous.
You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
That's so dangerous.
I don't like that, and I wish that hadn't happened. And I'm actually never going to watch wrestling again because of that.
Now, if he had come out with a hot dog cart, now that would have been some good television, huh?
That would have been fun. Ooh, one person comes in with a hot dog cart, the other person comes in with a milk truck, and then they have a nice lunch together instead of fighting. A picnic in the middle of the ring. Now that's wrestling I can get behind. Okay, so Beowulf shares the reward with two castaways. They are the Sewer Alligator and Candyman. What an interesting group of three. Going to Jellyfish Lake. Sewer Alligator is going to like that, I bet.
Watch out, Jellyfish.
Hannah's sent to exile. I feel so bad for her.
She can just vape in peace over there.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, like that's what Parvati did at this point in the game. Shoot to thrill. Who do you think wins this one? This is the one where they have to shoot a gun at paint.
I'm going to say that Jelinski wins.
You got the first letter right.
Is it Joan of Arc? They didn't have guns.
It's Joan of Arc. Don't need it. It's the Holy Spirit is with her.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Jelinski has the hidden immunity idol. I forgot about that. Beowulf has a major meltdown. Jean and the Gator bond strongly.
Did you say
Hannah,
Gene and the Gator bonded strongly?
Joan, yeah.
Your sewer dog bonded with the sewer gator.
Yeah, they all have a good time together. It's between Beowulf, Hannah, and Jelinski as the final 3 castaways who are nominated for elimination. And they vote. Jelinski does not play his idol. He gets 1 vote. Hannah gets 1 vote. And Beowulf gets the rest.
People agreed. People aren't going to take it anymore from Beowulf.
I really thought it was going to be him who would win. Great. Okay, so I think we have 4 villains and 1 hero left. Candyman is villain, obviously. There's 2 whole movies about it, if not more. Jelinski, I don't know. Jelinski's kind of a tweener. No. Hannah Rose, obviously a villain, because only villains vape. Joan of Arc, a hero to all, and Sewer Alligator, scariest shit I've ever heard. So a villain. Jelinski's a hero. Yeah, maybe fucking slackers. What happened? Survivor Roots. Jeff puts on an old VHS copy of Roots, the PBS movie, and
he wheels out the TV on the cart.
Last one to give up wins. The Gator wins reward, shares it with the Candyman. They win a helicopter ride over the Rock Islands and an overnight stay at a resort. You think the people at the resort were like, what? Why is an alligator up here? And also a man with hook. Honestly, though, down in Micronesia, like out South Pacific Islands, whatever, they've probably seen a man with a hook for a hand, because pirates. Remember pirates back in the day? Captain Hook and all that?
Of course.
The Gator shares the reward with Candyman, and the Gator sends Joan of Arc to Exile Island. Nothing's hidden. Dig-decode. Do you remember this one?
Not especially.
You might recall this one when Jeff said...
didn't they had to go back and they had to memorize stuff and then come back, right?
Yeah. Jeff said in the description the first time, he was like, it's too bad you're all humans, because an alligator would be really good at this challenge. That's right. The sewer alligator
remember him saying that.
And we're like, did Jeff get a hidden immunity idol? What's this weird phrase? It's been 5 seasons since the weird phrases, right? I think it's time to bring them back. Remember the weird phrases from the new era?
What were the weird phrases? Refresh my memory.
It's like finding a rabbit in the mailbox, or
the idols. Yeah, bring those idols back.
That was the only time it was ever fun. Jelinski has the idol. It's the last round to use it. Candyman and Hannah bond strongly. That's exciting. Jelinski is least connected to Joan. Okay. And the final targets are Candyman and Joan of Arc. Who are you voting for?
I gotta vote for Candyman, I think.
Yeah, it's a bad dude.
He shouldn't have wasted that idol.
Jelinski plays his idol, because obviously it's unnecessary, though, because Joan of Arc is voted out 4-1 over Candyman.
Classic misogyny.
It really is. Hannah's I guess the sewer alligator is a lady, too.
Yeah, but Hannah's the only remaining member of the Women's Alliance.
That's true. I don't think the sewer alligator ever took part in that. Candyman wins immunity called Crystal Method. Why is it called that?
There was like a trip hop group called the Crystal Method, so maybe that's why.
Jelinski has a major meltdown. The Gator works hard at camp and becomes tired. Okay. It's between the alligator and Jelinski, who's getting voted out. Gator, Jelinski. It's a tie. It's a tie second time. It's Final Four. I don't know why they voted a second time. Those tied will compete in a fire-making challenge. The sewer alligator wins the fire-making challenge. Zelensky's
That's
out.
very surprising, but congratulations to the sewer alligator.
He's got those sharp teeth. Could probably get a lot of magnesium off of that flint really quickly. So the final three are Candyman, Hannah, and the sewer alligator.
I
Final
think
three
Hannah's
we can
going all
all
the
agree
way.
on.
I think Hannah's going all the way.
I think Hannah wins. Sewer alligator takes second, and Candyman's out third right here. Unless he wins.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me too.
He does not. It's the ball drop. Who's the best at not dropping balls? This is a little. This is a
Probably
little
the alligator.
wild. This is a little wildlife shot. It's the alligator. The alligators' balls don't drop. Everybody knows that, and that's why alligator wins the challenge. Immunity up for grabs, and the gator wins it. So the gator is targeting Hannah because they're least connected to each other. Obviously, Candyman's the other target, and Hannah's voted out. So we were wrong.
No.
So it's sewer alligator versus Candyman.
I'm voting for sewer alligator.
I'm voting for sewer alligator also. Candyman was a nuisance the entire time. Although he is from Chicago, which is where I live also. So I do like that kind of representation. I wonder if anybody from Chicago's ever won. I should know that. Okay. The final jurors are Beowulf, Jelinsky, Walt Disney, Hannah, Joan of Arc, King Arthur, Shane Powers, and Yeti. I feel like this could go either way. And first vote.
Do you know that the song Via Chicago is about Candyman?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why the first line is dreamed about Candyman again last night.
Okay.
And it felt all right to me.
First vote for the Gator. Second vote, Candyman. Third vote, Gator. Candyman. Gator, 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 Gator has won the game. The Gameter.
What a win.
Great job. Hannah and King Arthur voted for Candyman. Everybody else voted for Sewer Alligator. I think good game. Who do you think won the fan favorite? I'll give you a hint. He's already one fan's favorite. And one fan who happens to create the show.
Did Rob win? Rob was like the second person out.
Boston Rob won fan favorite, obviously.
He was barely even there.
Boston Rob, yeah, he took second place, but still good enough. What do you think? Better than last time we did this?
No, it was much funnier when Philip won, but I am happy for the alligator, so.
Thank you.
I do think Boston Rob winning fan favorite, despite being on the show for like 2 minutes, is pretty funny.
Not only did Boston Rob win fan favorite, he also received the most votes of the entire season. The next closest person is Yeti. Rob received 12 votes, being in only 2 episodes.
That's crazy.
Who do you think won most strategic?
I mean, Sewer Gator was pretty damn strategic. I would think that's who it would be.
Sewer Alligator's strength, it looks like, was actually their challenge prowess. They won 4 challenges overall and 3 immunities. The most strategic...
Is Candyman the most strategic?
Candyman is the 3rd most strategic.
I'm trying to think of who else. Maybe Jelinsky?
Jelinsky is the 2nd most strategic.
Wow. Joan of Arc. Probably Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc is not on the list.
What? Who is it then?
Our favorite vapor, Hannah Rose.
Oh, that's true. She was scheming.
She was scheming a lot. I was really impressed how far she got. Hannah Rose, kind of the Suri of this season, huh? Should have won.
Yeah, absolutely.
Voted out 3rd.
Got screwed in favor of, 2 hotties, so.
And it wasn't even because there were so many medevacs. There was literally only one. They should have still done a final 3 for this one. Anyway, great shit. Did you see any wildlife this week?
I think the sewer game. Oh, you're saying just me generally
Just, yeah, you in your real life.
in real life, man. Not anything worth really remarking on. I would say there's some
Okay.
squirrels, but that's about it.
I mean, we've done squirrels before, though. Um, in that case, then, Thomas, could you tell me the name of this week's legendary BuzzFeed Whoops quiz?
I'm American here, but you know what? I was in that bathroom.
Were you an Australian person?
I was pissing. All right. Anyway, are you the
Good stuff.
contestant they've been looking for? Take this quiz to find out which Netflix reality show is right for you. You're literally too hot to handle. Sweating
Oh, fun.
emoji.
Oh, no.
It's the horny emoji. We all know.
Yeah, that's fun. Michelin tires. Michelin tires? Community contributor, 920 points. Do you think like the brand?
Yeah, this is the thing that they do other than tires and rating restaurants.
We all know the Michelin brand is known for three things.
Yeah, the Michelin star system, the Michelin tire man and his wonderful tires, and BuzzFeed quizzes.
Thomas, when you're at a party, where can you be found? Admiring the kitchen, making new friends, in the middle of the dance floor, baby, judging people from the corner of the room.
Probably judging people from the corner of the room. I might be in the dance floor though.
I'm going to be making new friends, but keeping the old, you know?
Of course.
Honestly, though, there was a part of me that was like, oh, I do admire the kitchen when I go into somebody else's kitchen.
I was admiring the kitchen a little bit. I was doing a little bit of all of this,
Thank
except
you.
for the dance floor, because that never really happened. But
Yeah, we don't have a great dance floor in our home.
no, there's not really a good spot for it. But I did a little bit of everything else.
Easy. What's your favorite social media app? Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Facebook? Well,
I guess it's Instagram because they gave me a bunch of dumb ones.
what year is this from? 2023. And you still put Facebook up there? Okay. I guess I'll go with TikTok. It's the only one I use with any regularity. Now choose a dating app. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Raya. Oh, I wish I could have been on Raya.
I was gonna say Raya's the one that's like you're like famous, right?
That's for Famos, yeah.
Well, I'm picking the Famo one, obviously.
Yeah. I'm picking the one I met my real life wife on, Hinge. I just wish I could be famous like Thomas, you know? He's dating all these influencers all over the internet.
It's tough,
Which
man.
of
You don't know the burden that comes with this kind of fame.
Tell me about it. Which of these sounds like the perfect first date? A picnic by the beach, your two favorite things. Cocktails in a trendy bar. Dancing in the night, a club away. Dancing the night away in the club. Wining and dining in a 5-star restaurant. What was that Adult Swim show? About like, it was like a parody of like Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, was it Stroker and Hoop? You're of
Stroker
course
and
talking
Hoop,
about
yeah.
another breadstick.
Another
Yeah.
breadstick? Yeah. That's one of those like earworms that's just stuck in my
Bread
head
him and bet
forever.
him. Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
that you were thinking of him. If just showing him offering more breadsticks to every single woman he goes on a date with, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Yep, I bread him and bet him."
Another breadstick? So fucking funny. I'm going to go get cocktails in a trendy bar, though. Damn it. We live a block away from a really cute little cocktail bar. And I don't think we've ever brought you guys. Anytime
Is
you
that the
come
one
down
that's
here.
like you? Was it over towards like the Brazilian place that we went to? There was like a kind of a hole in the wall cocktail bar that looked kind of neat.
Yes, it's probably the one you walked by.
I was joking that they almost like got me in there because I was like, "Ooh, cocktail bar that is like kind of divey. That's cool." And they were playing "None Shall Pass" by Aesop Rock, and I was like, I might just not go. I might not come back to the party. I might just go in there.
Fair. Yeah, it's a great little bar. It's called Bokeh if anybody's in Chicago and wants to go. But make sure you don't bring more than like 3 or 4 people because it's tight. Tight in like it's small, but also tight and like it's cool, you know? Like it's fresh. It's like chill and cool and neat. Thomas, what are some other synonyms? Chill. Did I say that one already?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This
Here's a
is
good
wearing.
question.
This bit is worn thin.
Here's a really good question for you, actually, Thomas. What kind of friend are you? Loyal and caring?
That's a very confrontational question. What kind of
Fun,
friend are you, you piece of shit?
fun and spontaneous, bossy and organized, silly and carefree.
Obviously, I'm silly and carefree. Like, what are we even talking about?
I'm fun and spontaneous, and everybody knows that. I feel like at this party, I could have attributed one of these things to each of those people. You know what I mean? It's great to have a number of friends. What do you look for most in a partner? My keys. Okay.
Good one, dude. You're really
Thank you.
just on fire with these these great bits.
Thank you. A rockin' bot. It's all about the money. Charisma for days. A kind heart.
Man,
Like nice eyes. Like pretty eyes. Like.
that qualifies under rockin' bod.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say a rockin' bot. Hot bod.
I want your bod. Remember the bod? Like there was like a bod. Was it
Yeah.
a body spray or whatever?
I think it was a body
There
spray. Yeah.
I was like, I want your bod.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
What a time.
And they were like playing basketball in like blue sepia tone. I don't know what that's called, but you know the blue sepia, excuse me.
Sure. I'm gonna say it's all about the money.
Of course you are, fucking capitalist. Not me. Okay, I googled blue sepia. Nothing came up. Okay, the show they want me on is Bling Empire. What is that?
Bling Empire. I know that there was a guy on the Traders from there.
Yeah, that's all
One
I
of the
know about it
seasons that we
too.
watched. I think maybe he's like there. It's like jewelers or something like that.
Oh, it does look like they're in a jewelry store in this picture. People trust your judgment because your taste is always impeccable. Thank you. Your spontaneous nature and luxurious lifestyle does create a few frenemies. What? But hey, who doesn't love a little drama? I'm sorry. Are they implying that some of my friends are actually my enemies? I thought everybody loved my fun and carefree nature.
Yeah, this is
Fun and spontaneous nature.
Sometimes, getting a fresh perspective can be a little eye opening.
I don't want it. What's your show? Also, are you a
Mine
contestant on Bling Empire?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know anything about the show.
Okay,
And it's not
fair
the
enough.
show that I got anyway, so it is irrelevant to me. I got Selling Sunset. You know what you want, and you're not afraid to put in the work to get it. You are ambitious and hungry, and so what if that makes you seem a little bossy? So what we really need to know is, are you Team Chriselle or Team Christine?
Which are you?
Obviously, Team Chriselle. And I don't know what the show is. I'm assuming it's some sort of real estate thing.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen it, but
There's just three blonde women. Is the picture.
Oh, is it on Bravo?
Yeah. It tells me that it's a show on Bravo, but that's all it really tells me.
Bling Empire does not appear to be a competition show. So I don't appreciate that. Like, I want competition reality shows. That's the ones I like.
So Selling Sunset is indeed a real estate show. So
Yeah. There's also a Bling Empire New York, Singapore Social, House of Ho. They're all similar shows, apparently. Not happy with this one, BuzzFeed. Try better next time. Ooh. Next week we'll have a lot of... It'll lend itself well to the Quopes quiz, because we're going to meet so many people, you know? Could be anything, the Quopes quiz. Okay, anyway, Thomas, what's your social media?
you can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social, or you can follow me at tom.tom on X, the everything app formerly known as Twitter.
Going to be there tweeting about the big debate tomorrow night, and everybody's so excited about it. The show's on YouTube, the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast. That's this one. And what can people comment on YouTube?
Ha ha ha, very funny, or just a smiley face, or ha ha ha, very funny smiley face.
I want to recommend also people write, if they don't want to write that, just right. I actually am still listening. Thank you so much. Because it's just like, no, I haven't seen anybody commenting that since we started putting shit on YouTube like over a year ago. And that's disappointing. Okay, our last poll asked, who lies? Men, women, numbers, Jeff. How do you think it turned out?
I'm going to say Jeff.
Jeff got 0 votes.
What?
As did anything else. Nobody voted in this poll.
Oh, okay. Well, that's,
I don't love it. And it might be on me. I did forget to post it for like 3 days after the episode.
that may have had something to do with it, but
But they can always go back.
What is this, a dang local election? No turnout.
Good one. Oh, that's another simulated season we can do coming up is the political one.
We can't be adding more simulated. We've so many.
No, it's already on the list. It's already on the list. I'm just putting it higher on the list. Because the election's coming up, the big one, the big guy.
That's
the big.
I hadn't heard about this.
Okay, so there's this guy Kendrick Lamar, right? He's a rapper from California, and then there's this guy Drake. His name is Aubrey Graham. He's an actor from Toronto, California, Canada. One of them. They're mad at each other. They're the Hannah Rose and Nessie of. They're the Nessie and Candyman.
Joan of Arc and Yeti that were having like a big feud.
They're the Joan of Arc and Yeti of whatever I was talking about. What's this week's poll?
That's a great question.
Are you going to vote in this poll? Yes or no?
I guess you could say like vote or vote for vote or vote for die. Voting is vote or die.
Yeah. And then the picture can be P. Diddy.
Yeah. Would you rather vote
wearing that
die?
Shirt. Yeah. You can do both. And you will. Okay, we have a few shows on Patreon. One of them features a president in his own right, and it's called Pope and Change, right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's the Barack Obama one.
This is why I ask you to name the
Pope and
shows.
Change.
I don't remember. Pope and Change, starring Barack Obama, and it's only $1.5 million a month.
A bargain, I would say.
Like, all these people have so much money. Pool it together. And then we'll make a fucking episode for you. But until you give us the money, we're not going to be making...
You got to spend money to make us money.
Thank you for saying it, Thomas. Okay, we already thanked the fans and the favorites and the listeners as well, right?
Yeah, they've all been thanked.
In the episode, so people can't be mad about that. You want to review us on Apple Podcasts or any of the other podcast platforms? What can the people?
This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all the other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
Okie dokie. Until next week. Oh, next week we'll be back with our predictions and draft for Survivor 47. Till then, have a great summer.
Deuces. That might be an "Is this all there is" moment for you.
Yeah, I kind of felt like Talking Heads, David Lynch, David Byrne too. I felt like all of the Davids from the 80s.
Feeling like David.
I felt like David from The Dentist also.
Exactly.
Are these my beautiful teeth? That's what David the Dentist said.
You're like, is this wheel lying?
That would be a good YouTube video to make. YouTube, the greatest website in the world?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I would ask what you genuinely believe is the greatest website in the world, but I don't think that's interesting or
What is, yeah,
fun.
what is the... Okay, what? I was just starting to think about it, but it's
know.
not interesting.
It's also not fun. I would say Wikipedia.org, though. Reliable. Old reliable. Can't argue with
Yeah,
that.
I think you gotta go with Wikipedia. It's so useful.
Yeah. IMDb used to be up there, but that's gone downhill.
Yeah, it's not very well maintained.
Facebook.com obviously has been pretty bad since they got rid of the It's
Yeah,
it's
I
ironic,
preferred
right?
the Facebook. It was more intentional.
Yeah,
you know, all about
exactly.
intention.
He said it's cleaner. Justin Timberlake said it's cleaner, get rid of the. And now you go on Facebook.com, it's a fucking mess. Imagine how messy it would be if they still had the.
You know what I'm never saying in my life? Get rid of the I'm a big fan.
I know, isn't.
That's why I got the soul mining thing as my my Twitter avatar.
I was gonna say, isn't that the band you have on your Twitter profile picture?
It is.
Yeah. Good album. Good band. Good band name, too. People don't talk about band names enough.
No, they don't.
You know what I was thinking about? The Killers. Bad. Yeah, yeah, yeahs. Good. Talking Heads. Good. The Strokes.
I think the Strokes is pretty good.
It's okay. I think it's good. The Hives. Seems like a ripoff, doesn't it?
I don't know that I agree with that, but
The Hives always struck me as a recreation of the Strokes, but less cool.
they don't sound like the Strokes at all, though.
They
They're like a
literally-
very different kind of garage rock.
How many different types of garage rock are there?
At least 3. Smarten up, pros.